Alrighty, folks. Welcome back here, y'all. Hope you guys are doing good. We are back here with some storm coverage as we do have a couple of storms starting to pop off near me. We got a storm to our southeast and one to our north. Possible storm development here over where I am at. So we are initiating another live for you guys. We did have a storm to our south produce another outflow boundary, in which that is going over me as we speak, which could indeed fire off some more storms. Now, the HRRR model actually did pick up on us getting a little bit of storm activity here, possibly this evening. So we will have to see how that goes. What's up, K-Dog? What's up, Roby? What's up, Sydney? Hope you guys are doing good. It's always good to have you guys here. But right now, it looks pretty blue, but we do have some cell development just to the east of the camera and off the right-hand side and off the left-hand side. So we're kind of out of frame, but from what it looks like, we could get some storm activity pretty soon. So that is why we are here for more of this coverage. Hope you guys are doing good. What's up, Ponderosa? Saying hi. What's good? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, the winds have been picking up a little bit here. Earlier today, we had that 15-mile-an-hour wind gust here when we got that first outflow boundary. Let me look now. I think we surpassed, I think it was, 12? Yeah, 12 miles an hour here just a few moments ago. So winds have started picking up again from the downdrafts of the storm here, which could indeed spark off another storm, which it kind of looks like it's doing to the east, but we'll keep an eye on the camera. What's up, Brandy? Saying hello, Andrew. Hello, everyone. What's good, Brandy? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Always good to have you guys here. Hope everyone is doing good. May I remind you today that we do have a bit of severe weather ongoing. Actually, we have a tornado warning right now in Texas currently for also 2.5-inch hail. Quite a beast of a storm here going on out by Texas. For Mason, Texas is where that includes. Oh yeah, we got some rotation just southwest of Mason, Texas here. Gotcha. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that. Let's take a look at CC. I don't see any debris as of right now. At the current moment, I do not see any form of debris, which is good, but there definitely is still a pretty good amount of rotation here just to the southwest of Mason here. So we shall keep a close eye on that. Yeah, there is a tornado watch in effect for a lot of central and southern portions here of Texas here. That tornado watch is in the yellow big polygon here. So then we have a severe thunderstorm watch. That was a tornado watch back over there. This is for portions of southern Mississippi as well as a little bit of south central Alabama here. Got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings going off right now, mostly for the concern of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and hail between penny and quarter size overall. Believe it or not, actually, we have a severe thunderstorm warning here in Florida, out by South Bay. South Bay, Florida. Apparently, we have a bit of a storm going on here. 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter hail. You can see there's definitely a little bit of a outflow going on there. Got some gusty winds on it. Let's check the reflectivity. Looks like a pretty good amount of lightning activity going on, too. Definitely could see a little bit of hail in that storm there, so we shall see. But yeah, near me right now, we are getting some storms to our north. We have a little cell that's trying to pop off to my east here. So we will see. Hope you're doing well this Memorial Day. Thank you for all those that serve our country. Absolutely. What's up, Bauer? Saying, can I mod for you? Yeah, if you want to apply, you can go in our description, and we have our Discord. Or you can just join the Discord by doing !Discord in chat. It'll bring up a link. So that is one way to do it. I don't just hand it out to people, but I can do it for you if you want me to pull up the link for you real quick. Let's do this. There you go. That should initiate a link. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, if you want to apply on our Discord, there you go. All right, let's take a minute to hop back over to the camera. So there's really not much shown on the camera right now. Although to the left-hand side and the right-hand side, there is 2 cells that are pretty close to us. We are right in here. So we're kind of looking in this direction right now. Like kind of right between these 2 cells, just east here. From what it looks like, there is a new outflow boundary that is developing here from this cell that we have here. Let's take a moment to look back here. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the pen here so I can actually draw. So, we have this storm that kind of rolled through, or this outflow boundary, right? That kind of just went through here. And now we have this storm here that is actually creating another outflow boundary. So, we are getting a bit of convergence here overall, in which we definitely could start to see maybe a little bit of convergence and storm activity. We could get some more cells firing off here, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But from what it looks like, it's very possible. Yeah, you can see that little outflow boundary under here that's coming through, and then you have this one. Little area over here, a shower just southeast Lakeland here. A little bit to the north, a couple of cells. So we'll certainly keep a close eye on it. Winds have definitely picked up a little bit. So that is a good sign. That we shall see. There's definitely a lot of storms going on out there by like Daytona Beach right now. My folks up there by Daytona, they're getting a pretty good storm right now. Here, let's hop over there real quickly. It's actually got a special weather statement on it out here by Daytona. This is for a half-inch hail and 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts here. So while it's not considered severe, it is considered strong. So I got another storm out here by Palm Bay in Melbourne. 40-mile-an-hour winds and half-inch hail possible. We do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings here just west of Delray Beach and just west of West Palm Beach here, out there by South Bay. This one is for quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So nothing excessive, but, it is something. Ooh, there is actually a cell slightly to my north, like a mile or two up to my north. It's starting to develop here. I don't know if we're going to get a bunch of storms developing here soon over where I'm at. All of this activity is behind me, so if it does come up, it'll just come out of nowhere. So we shall see. Yeah, like I mentioned, HRRR did support that, and the fact that we could see, several storms still popping off later this afternoon, in which looks very possible. Wind should start picking up a little bit here. Which radar do I use? I use KTBW for my area. Yeah, KTBW. There's 2 that I could use. I could use KMLB, which is Space Coast radar, or I could use the Tampa, or near Tampa, the KTBW. I use KTBW because it's closer. Gives me some good underscans, but in reality, we could really use both of them. But see, like if I use KTBW, you can see these boundaries here, like these outflow boundaries that we've been looking at. But if we hop over to this radar, you can't see them. We can see a couple of them that are closer to the radar, but this radar is closer to me, specifically at Lakeland. So it's the one that I use. Go ahead and play this in motion here, see what we got going on. Ooh, is that one starting to... yeah, the one up there by Gibsonia is starting to kick off. You can see those two outflow boundaries kind of converging here. That's making me wonder if we're gonna get some forced up drafts here. If that's the case, it would happen like right over me. There is a chance that we could see that. I mean, it's looking possible. Yeah, look at the winds. They're picking up 9.2, 9.6 miles an hour right now. Wow, had a nice little gust there. Yeah, I mean, this is just looking slightly out of the reach of those storms, but if something develops over us, we're gonna tell. We're gonna be able to know it because it'll evolve very quickly. Yeah, there's some lightning starting to pop up out by Polk City. You thought I was in Louisville, Kentucky? I used to live out there. I moved a couple of years back. That was old Andrew. Yeah, you see those? Here, I'll go ahead and pause it once again so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at here. So we have this outflow boundary from a previous storm, and then we have this new one that's developing. This old one's going this way, and then this new one's coming this way. So you see they're coming at each other. And I am right in here. I'm like kind of right in the middle of it. So that could be good for storms to develop here because essentially this is going to probably force air to go up. You know, forcing air up because of the convergence that we have going on here. So essentially, if I look at it from a side angle, which we'll do now, you know, essentially, it's doing something like this. So that's coming this way, that one outflow boundary, and then the other one's coming this way. So eventually what's going to happen is that these could go up, if that makes sense. You know, get forced upwards, but we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, it looks like we are starting to get some more cells developing up here just to my north, barely. And it does look like they are picking up a little bit, so. And it's a good sign. I hope we get a good one. Hey, you know what? Anything I will take. I kind of need the rain. It's been very dry. Very, very dry. Let's see what the HRRR talks about this real quickly. Let's go to the sub-hourly 21 UTC run. Oh, yeah, look at that. Very interesting. So over my location here, here in Lakeland, the sub-hourly does show a bit of convection popping off around here over the next couple of hours, potentially. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, the collision of those two boundaries there, those ghost fronts there, that could initiate some big stuff. I mean, they're already starting to kind of fire off of that boundary. Those clouds out there. Pretty nice little cumulus clouds in the distance out there. Yeah, that latest scan does show growing cells right over here towards us. These guys. Let's see here. I might go check real quickly outside real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go look and see if there's anything going on the other side. Okay, yeah, it is certainly dark. Certainly dark. Just north of me. Which is like right where these storms are at. So they're pretty close. That they are. Tonight, I don't know, we might go live again for kind of an update live stream for you guys. Oh, that one cell died out over Bowling Green. Yeah, you see how that was a big outflow boundary that was produced. You know, it's like a big ring around it because this is just essentially the colder downdraft air. So, for example, you know, you had your downdraft and it was kind of just like shooting out in all directions here, which is kind of cool. And it's just a big ring of the downdraft air coming through. And in turn, basically what that means is that the main storm that's right here isn't really pulling in any warm air because it's ingesting the cooler air that's, you know, being with that downdraft. So it's just, you know, that updraft gets canceled out basically and the storm dies, which is exactly what happened there. Now, sometimes because of this, you know, you get these kind of ridges here from these outflow boundaries. And essentially what can happen and often does happen is that you do get some of that cooler air going downwards like this, and then you can get some air that actually ramps up. I know that goes away, but imagine it going up. You know, it ramps up into the air, kind of off of that cold. And so all of the more moisture-filled air gets launched into the cooler, drier environment above. So we shall see. All right. Bit of an update here on the storms. They are definitely trying to fire off here. Winds are pretty calm, pretty light. By the way, y'all, if you are new to the channel, consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. Oh, it's always good to have you guys here hanging out with us. And, you know, if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Wonder if we're going to get some pretty cool sunset footage tonight. Sun will be setting in a couple of hours, in which, hopefully we'll get some pretty cool footage of that. Yeah, yesterday's was quite pretty. But I tell you what, sometimes we get these really beautiful nighttime storms, like where the sun just shines like the orange light on the clouds, and it makes them so beautiful. Yeah, evening storms are the best. So, from the way that this looks, this outflow boundary that's being produced by these other cells could indeed go over us here. You can see a little bit of darkness on the left-hand side there. What's up, Evans? Saying, hey, I'm going to Florida from June 17th or June 11th to June 17th. Nice. Enjoy your stay. Yeah, by then it'll be hurricane season. And June 1st. I doubt Florida will have any hurricanes in June, though. Doubt it. Typically, we usually get a lot of our activity, if we do, in kind of like August, September-ish. I think Milton was in October. Yeah, those clouds are definitely darkening up on the left-hand side there. I believe that's associated with this guy right here. Either this guy or this guy, one of the two. Hoping to see a water spout. Yeah, you never know, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. It is a beautiful evening, though, I tell you. Let's see here. Is that a fire, or is that a new cell trying to develop here? I think that's a fire, right? Yeah. It's got to be a fire. Yeah, tomorrow there's supposed to be some storms out here as well. Am I outside? No, I'm inside. Nope, indeed. I am in my office right now. This is the view out my office window. I'm close to my computer and stuff, so I can report what's going on here. Yeah, we've had quite a late start this year to storm season. We usually get our storms like late April, usually. Sometimes early May, but I mean, it's like we just started getting some storms here. I mean, even then, we've had not really any crazy storms. I mean, we've had a couple, like one or two this year so far, like really loud storms. But that could change soon. You know, the forecast here is going to be thunderstorms for like the rest of the next week. Because models are just showing a lot of like instability and stuff, you know, continually in the atmosphere. And you get those sea breeze initiated storms, which, those will fire off quite a bit. Yeah, forecast has us in thunderstorms just like for the next week or more. I'm thankful for that, though, Just hopefully we'll get some of them. Hopefully so. Yeah, so at this point in time, I'm not really sure exactly what is going to happen here. I mean, we're having the collision of this outflow boundary here. Two outflow boundaries here. Got a little bit of convergence happening. We'll see, though. Only time will tell, To the left, you can definitely see some of the outside of the storm clouds there going on. Yeah, that one cell that we were looking at out there just east of Lakeland, this little guy right here just kind of died. Likely just ran out of updraft fuel. Winds are still pretty calm right now. Pressure has dropped quite a bit since earlier. We were at 1,020 millibars. Sea level pressure, we are now down to 1,016. Hurricane Center added a 90% chance of tropical. Yeah, I saw that earlier that they updated. Yeah, it's likely going to occur. We're going to get ready to get our first system in the EPAC. It doesn't look like it's going to be any landfall for anybody, but could definitely become a concern for like rip currents and stuff. So that is definitely something that we need to look out for. With that storm there, for especially people in West Mexico. That is a bit of a problem. Just a tad. All right. Do I think it would go past Category 3 plus? No, I don't think so. There's not enough support for it. Even GFS is waning down on probability of it being a hurricane. I think it'll be maybe an upper tropical storm, maybe a lower hurricane at max. Lower Cat 1 maybe. We'll see. We will see. It's too early to tell. Yeah, I think. Let's see here. This is coming. Oh, it looks like. It could be coming our way. I'm at the point now where it's like, no, definitely not going to end the stream because it still looks very possible that we could get some of that activity. We're just starting to see the convergence now, so this could really blow up here pretty soon. Which let me pull up mesoanalysis real quickly. I'm really curious to see kind of like what we're in store for right now, like what the atmosphere kind of looks like. It's very important to know. Last GFS did show a bit of storm activity firing. All right. Ooh, wow, we got about 3,000 joules per kilogram. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. We have like no wind shear though in our atmosphere currently. It's it's pretty weak. I mean, even upper level wind shear is very low. A lot of instability though. You know, tons and tons of fuel for these storms, but ML Cape 3,000. Surface based, it's 3,600, almost 3,700. So yeah, there's a lot of instability. There is a lot of fuel, but you know, wind shear wise, there's like nothing. So at least it wouldn't be anything organized and likely short-lived storms overall. Oh my gosh, Jenny, thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much, Jenny. That is really, really nice of you. I really appreciate your support with the "You Are Amazing" sticker. Thank you, Jenny. Right back at you, my friend. Thank you so much. And if there's anything I can do for you, Jenny, please let me know, okay? Thank you so much for the support. That is really, really sweet of you. Thank you very, very much. I'm very thankful for that. You definitely didn't have to do that, my friend. All right. Yeah. We'll see what happens. You know, with the set of storms here. You know, we got that convergence that was going on here, so maybe soon we'll possibly see some more storm activity firing off. Jenny, no, thank you. I really appreciate your support, my friend. You know, Jenny, you've been around for a long time on this channel. You've been here since like day one almost. I think you were with me before 100 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. You've been around for a while. Right back at you, Jenny. Thank you so much once again. I'm pretty sure it's Jeannie, right? But I've always said Jenny. Hope you don't mind. It's just at this point been programmed into my brain. Yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen here with these storms here. I don't know if this is going to create like more storms over us. I mean, the logic is there with the collision of those alpha boundaries forcing an updraft, so we shall see. We believe in you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Can't ever thank you enough for the support that you've given us. You know, it helps out the channel big time, you know, programs and stuff, and just, I really appreciate it. I really do. So up in North Lakeland, we got a pretty good storm going on here still. I mean, it's not really strong or anything, but it's still going. Barely. Let me bring back up the models and we'll see what they were showing here. So we had the HRRR here. HRRR did show a couple of storms kind of firing off here. You know, this is, according to this model, I mean, this goes in throughout like at least 8 o'clock or so, like an hour or so maybe of storms. A couple of which do come right near me. My channel has saved lives. It has, and I'm really thankful for that. It has. There's been several incidents of people that our information was life-saving for them, and will never be more happy and thankful that I was able to be there for them. And I will continue to be. This is just kind of a new little type of stream we're going to do every once in a while. Like whenever I'm in the hot spot for storms and it's getting ready to get crazy out, I'll whip out the stream And because I got a nice little camera here too, nice view. Plus my weather station data up there. I mean, it's all good stuff. You can see everything going on: radar, visual. Temperature and dew point right now are out of service because I broke my dew point probe, sadly, or not my dew point probe, my temperature probe. So I had to order a new one, which was like $200, which kind of sucked. But so hopefully we'll get our dew point and our temperature back up soon. Rain is good. Pressure's good. Winds are good, which you can see in the top right, and this updates every second. So it's pretty consistent. Yeah, earlier today we recorded 15.4 miles an hour. Got a little gusty earlier. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what this is going to do once this goes over us. I think it really could fire off some more storms towards our area. I'm going to pull up satellite imagery. I do want to take a peek here at the satellite and see what we got going on out there. Let's see here. Bring y'all over. Oh. I just heard a rumble of thunder. At least I think that's what it was. Yeah, it sounded like a little bit of thunder. Yeah, look at that view. Isn't that pretty? I mean, you can just see all these really thick clouds down here. These are where the storms are going off here. And if we play it in motion, you can just see how they matured, and it just shows you all the like physics involved in what goes on. It's really cool. It's really cool to just sit there and watch, like all the clouds like thicken up. We have our first storm here that creates like this pool of really cooler air as the storm itself dies out. Then we start getting more thicker clouds, and you can just kind of see where they fire off, and then they just continue to go. That is my cat. He's been very needy today. As always. I always make sure to give him some attention. I don't know though. I mean, it's really interesting to see what's going on. You can kind of see where we had two collisions here. We had the sea breeze, and then we had the other sea breeze from both sides, and then they've come together to create all these storms here. Got a little bit of something going on here. We will see what happens. Could very well be a dud. The great dud of 5/26/25. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm starting to think that our probability of getting storms is dropping, unfortunately. I think these are probably just going to fizzle out from what it looks like. So with that being said, I'm not going to end this stream, but I am going to head off for now. I'm going to leave the stream up and running for a little bit longer. I'll continue to monitor this. If it starts to do something, we'll come back. But if it does nothing, we'll just let it run and watch the sunset. Come back for that. What's up, Lawless? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Saying, could I be an angel and tell me what is the zip code's looking like? Yeah, of course. I got you. Sounds scary out there. Yeah, let me look and see what we got going on for you, my friend. Let's see. Oh, you're under a severe thunderstorm watch here. Yeah, you are in that. Actually, that's a special weather statement going on here for you. So that storm that's near you has potential of producing 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny hail, which is not considered severe, but it's considered strong. Yeah, you can see there is that storm is going right towards you. So what I would do is go indoors, away from windows, and just stay away from there. It does look like, here, let me remove these polygons here real quickly. It does look like that there might be a little bit of gusty winds on it, but, like we mentioned here, not considered severe right now. Yeah, you can see that it is a pretty good storm. It is coming near you. It is nearby, so. So that's that. Let me need to know if we need to run or wait this out. No, just wait this one out right now. There's no rotation. There's no significant winds from what I'm seeing on velocity. Reflectivity does show some heavy rainfall and an immense amount of lightning activity. So it is definitely going to be a loud storm, but from what it looks like it's doing, it's not going to be anything significant. As of right now, it looks pretty good. So just go indoors, away from windows. You can do whatever you want to do, but just stay away from windows and don't be outside, of course. But no need to seek shelter or anything like that. No, it's not that strong. It's not even low and severe right now. It's a strong storm, but it's not a severe one right now. So, if you have any more questions you would like me to answer, let me know. Let me know. Nice blue skies. Sunset. Let's see here. You're at your RV. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I mean, you should be good. This is not going to produce any extreme winds or anything like that. So I think you're pretty good. I mean, it could produce some gusty winds. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There could be very well some gusty winds within it, but as of right now, it's not severe. And maximum winds we just looked at could be up to 40 miles an hour within the storm. So nothing super big. It was nice 30 minutes ago. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes they'll catch you out of nowhere. They come out of nowhere sometimes. Rain is powerful in the wind and thunder. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it feels 10 times worse in a RV or a trailer. I've known this from experience. It really does. But I'm here to assure you that everything's good. Yeah, I mean, there's no rotation. There's no tornadic concern or anything like that on there. Tornado's not really expected out there today where you're at. So that's good. Odds are very low. No rotation on it, nothing. I hope that this will materialize soon. Maybe towards me we'll get some storms. Lala says, thank you, really. You're the best. I appreciate it, my friend. Right back at you. I appreciate you for hanging out with us and watching. Thanks for being a viewer. I appreciate y'all. We do have one severe storm out in Alabama by Marion and Orville, also by Selma. This one's for just quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Same thing would need to be done. Just remain indoors, away from windows. We do have a tornado warning up in Texas, though. Ooh, yeah, look at that little inflow notch here. You can see that south of Mason, going kind of southeast here, it looks like. A lot of warm air being rushed into So that's rushed into the storm there. It's going towards Fredericksburg. Radar indicated golf ball hail potential on that storm too. From what it looks like, a lot of these warnings, though, are relatively low-end wind threats. Yeah, like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I mean, it's still definitely some strong winds, but mostly hail, which is very common in Texas. Also, we got new watch. Severe thunderstorm watch for portions of New Mexico and Texas. Oh, wow. 1.5 inches in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. .75. Yeah, a lot of these are just like low-end stuff, which is good, but should still monitor them. Sounds good, Lilas. All right, back to our cam here. We do have kind of an outflow boundary that's been produced by these storms here. Winds are pretty calm right now. These storms have been the scariest this year in all my life, and I'm old. Yeah, especially the loud ones. They'll get you pretty good. That's how it is in Florida. Oh my goodness, Florida, we get these crazy lightning strikes like very often. You know, especially this time of the year. We get a lot of storm activity here in Florida, and it's like really loud sometimes. Like those really close strikes. They packed of energy. That they are. Let's see here. Let me bring up the models again for us. What's up, Cheryl? Woohoo, no severe thunderstorms in my area. Maybe I can sleep tonight unlike last night. Hey, I am glad that you can get some sleep. Yeah, so like I mentioned here, I mean the HRRR does show us getting quite a bit of storm activity, maybe, you know, throughout the next several hours, but you know, I'm really not sure. Let me go to the latest HRRR, the main one. This is a 22 Zulu run here. And look at that. It shows a big storm up in like East Lakeland. Just rain and thunder, but not loud, just your typical thunderstorm. I got you. Yeah, those are usually the best ones. How long do I think this storm will last? So there's going to be potential for quite a few of them. You know, quite a few of them. You can see it's kind of coming up on you right now. There is going to be potential for more after, because you can see they're very scattered. This would probably last about maybe 45 minutes or so. I mean, they're not moving fast at all. They're moving at 20 miles an hour to the northeast here, so it depends. I mean, there's no way to be for sure, but it shouldn't last super, super long out there. All right, hopping back over here to me. Yeah, it does look like that cell is really dying out, though. Like, that's northeast of me right now. I don't think we're going to get anything else out of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to head off here for now. I'm going to leave the stream up, though. I'm just going to let it run for maybe another hour or so. We'll come back probably just to look at the sunset and together, and then we'll call it a stream. if anything does happen, of course, we'll be back immediately, and we will look out for it. And but I think a lot of the activity where I'm at today is going to be mostly a bust. Nothing big. And we'll do this tomorrow too, because we are under the gun for more storms tomorrow here. Nothing severe, but we will we'll see. Just typical Florida stuff. So, all right, everybody. Well, you guys take care. We'll be back soon. So if you want to hang around, if you want to leave, it's up to you. We'll have the camera up and rolling for you. Let's see here. Thank you again. My Shih Tzus are having a freak out. Yeah, that makes sense. But you will be good, my friend. Yeah, that storm does not seem to be a problem right now. So, alrighty, folks. Well, we shall be back here in a little bit. Y'all take care. We'll catch y'all here in a minute. In a little bit. Like I said, it looks like that storm is kind of dying out here. Overall, which is kind of a bummer. You know, it is kind of a bummer. But if anything does end up firing off of that outflow boundary over us, then we'll let you know. Or I'm sure you guys will see it too. But all right, everybody. See you all here in a little bit.